Because life is just sometimes that cruel. The Ravens had a lot to celebrate about last night, but they also have some things to keep an eye on and some things to not be that excited about from last night's victory against the Cleveland Browns. Of course, I'm talking about the status of wide receiver Zay Flowers, who exited in the second quarter of last night's game with a knee injury. You can be happy about the AFC North title. You can be happy about locking down that number 3 seed in a home playoff game in the playoffs, but you still got to worry about, you still got to keep your eye out for what's going on with our man Zay Flowers. Happy you guys tuned in to today's video. I'm your man, Joey Peterson. I've been here all season long, and the playoff coverage is about to ramp up even more. It's the best time of the year, and this is the best place to be if you are a Ravens fan and you are on YouTube. It's live for Saturday night's game. We'll be live for the wild card, second round, third round, hopefully the Super Bowl when we get there. As long as the Ravens play in it, I'm live here on the channel. You get a video every day of the week. So, best place to be for the best time of the year. Lock us in. Hit that sub button. I'm going to start with this tweet from Sarah Ellison, okay? And I know a lot of you guys saw this tweet from yesterday. She said, John Harbaugh on Zay Flowers, his knee injury. It's something that he has a chance to be okay with, but we'll have more details after an MRI tomorrow morning. Well, today has gone on, and no MRI results. And I don't know how I feel about that. I don't necessarily think it's a positive. If I had to choose whether that's a positive or whether that's a negative, from the jump, I'd probably lean negative. Because Harbaugh confirmed right there after the MRI in the morning. Okay? And this is one of your star players. You're not going to push off an MRI at all, no matter what's happening. So I'm assuming he got in there for his MRI in the morning, and unfortunately, things might not have been as positive as they wanted it to be. Now, I don't think it's ACL. I don't think it's anything like that. We know it's nothing like that, right? He was holding the front of his knee. It's not what the usual non-contact knee injury is. However, it's still a knee injury. This was still week 18. And in 6 to 7 days from now, you're facing off in the first round of playoffs. Okay? So it's not great. It's not. Ian Rappaport with this tweet coming out late last night saying, Ravens Pro Bowl wide receiver Zay Flowers ruled out with a knee injury, is believed to have suffered a sprain. That's good news. Sources say pending the MRI, it's not considered a major injury, though there is a real chance he misses next week. If Baltimore takes care of business, he could be back after that. Okay? So everything that we've seen on Twitter so far is pointing in the direction of, we just don't know yet. Okay? And I don't know if that's something that makes me feel confident. I don't know if that's something that should make anybody feel confident, right? I think what we all wanted to see was to wake up in the morning, still high off that victory against the Browns, still high off of back-to-back titles, and we wanted to see something about the MRI results. Whether positive or negative, we just want to know something. Well, now we sit, and as I'm filming this video, it is 6:51 p.m. Eastern time, and we've got nothing. Nada. I don't know how that makes me feel, okay? But what I do know is our man Zay Flowers deserves some love. Show him some love in the comment section down below. Spam for as many times as you can. This will be the pinned comment on today's YouTube video, so go down to the comment section. Find this for me when you get hit with this YouTube ad break. Coming up in just a little bit, and spam for as many times as you can to show our guy a little bit of love. And this is why it's such a big deal, okay? 74 receptions on the year, 1,059 yards, 14.3 yards per catch. Weirdly enough, he's only found the end zone 4 times. But Zay is that guy that when you hit him, no matter where it is, whether it's middle of the field, whether it's on either of the sidelines, whether it's 20 yards down the field or a yard behind the line of scrimmage, you know that he's going to get you 5, 6, 7, sometimes 20 yards more. He's a yards after catch king. And he's been doing it all season long, okay? And also the thing is without Zay Flowers, you don't really even know how this team is, because he's only missed 1 game in his career. And I'm going to preface right now, it was that game last year, week 18, where none of the starters played, okay, against Pittsburgh. That's the only game he's missed in his career. Knock on wood, that's the only game he misses continuing on even after this season's over because you get him back this weekend. So he's durable. That's the great thing. He's tough. That's the great thing. But we don't know how this offense operates without him in it. Because since he's been in it, they haven't had to operate without him. One thing I do have hope, though, I'm going to be honest with you, is in our man Rashod Bateman. Okay? I have been so pleasantly surprised with the play that Rashod Bateman has given me so far this year, especially at the end of this season. He stepped up in so many big ways. He stepped up yesterday when Zay Flowers went down. And I have all the confidence in the world that he's going to continue to step up for this team. Because they're going to need him to. Okay? If Zay Flowers goes down, Rashod Bateman, also, that's not 1,756 yards. 756 yards. That's my bad on that. But if Zay Flower goes down, Rashod Bateman's in that wide receiver 1 spot. And then you're looking to a guy like Tylan Wallace, Nelson Aguilar. Those guys, can those guys step up and be that wide receiver 2? It'll be interesting to see. I got more to talk about on today's video, but before we get into any of that, I got to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that is our friends over at Prize Picks. And right now, guys, it is playoff time, meaning it is now or never. Don't miss out on the last few weeks of football action with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs. You can now win up to 1,000 times your money on Prize Picks. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even need a win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. And Prize Picks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts, like Taco Tuesday. Prize Picks each Tuesday discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineup. Think Lamar Jackson will get more than 250 yards passing next week. What about Josh Allen? Will he pass for more than 1.5 touchdowns? Cook up hot takes with your friends and will win real money this football season when you and your crew run your game on Prize Picks. And I'm not going to lie, guys, Prize Picks has been one of my favorite parts about working here at Chat Sports because it is so much fun. And the best part about it is it's super easy to play. I got my dad playing it. He's 56 years old, and he's playing it every single day. I play it every single day. My wife and I, we play it together every single day, and I think you should play it. So right now, download the Prize Picks app and use code CLNS and get $50 instantly when you play just $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even need to win or receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game. One interesting wrinkle in all of this, I got a question, is how does Odell Beckham Jr. fit into this? If Zay Flowers can't go, do the Baltimore Ravens take a flyer and sign a guy like OBJ? Okay? You see his stats from last year right there. You see the fact that he had 35 catches, 565 yards, 3 touchdowns, longest reception was 51 yards. Okay? So do they see in Zay Flowers' absence that they need another guy in this wide receiver room? A guy who's played with this quarterback. A guy who's played for this offensive coordinator. A guy who's played for this team. A guy this locker room loves. And a guy that it wouldn't really take long to get fit into this offense. Now, the rosters freeze on December 8th. You cannot do anything more after December 8th. But they have what? 3 days to make something happen? Be really interesting to see if they do. Because if you look at OBJ's timeline over the last year, it's been an up and down last 8 months for him. Signed with the Dolphins May 8th. August 27th, added to the PUP list. Made his season debut against New England. And November 11th, had his best game against the Rams with only 2 catches. And then December 13th was released by Miami. So you might be looking at that and saying, do you even want to? And that's kind of where I am right now. Is it worth it? I don't know. Eric DeCosta's going to have to make that choice. If I'm Eric DeCosta, you know what? Because he's already been so integrated in this team, in this locker room, because they love him, because it wouldn't take long for him to pick up this playbook, because he's already played with a guy like Lamar Jackson, for a coach like Todd Monken, I think I would do it. How do you guys feel? Should the Ravens pick up OBJ? Let me know in the comment section down below. Give me a Y for yes. Give me an N for no. I got to talk a little bit about the possible wild card matchups. Okay, as of right now, the Los Angeles Chargers are beating the Las Vegas Raiders by 2 touchdowns. If the Raiders continue and lose that game to the Chargers, you're going to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers in the first round of the playoffs. You don't know when that game's going to be played. You do know it's going to be in your home stadium. But guys, that one's going to be electric. And they've lost 4 straight. Okay? So I know what a lot of you guys might be saying. They've had our number recently. This might not be the best team to play. But you just beat them by more than 2 touchdowns. Again, they've lost 4 straight games. They're kind of reeling right now. So you might be getting them at a very good time. If you don't get them, if somehow the Las Vegas Raiders pull off the most incredible comeback, especially for them, and erase the 14-point deficit, then you take on the Chargers. But as this video is being filmed right now, it doesn't look like that's the case. Okay? How are you feeling? What is your confidence level for the first round of these playoffs? Let me know in the comment section down below. Speaking of the playoffs, I'll be here for every second of them. So if you haven't already, join us right here on Ravens Rundown by hitting that sub button.